Hi everyone, my name is Blair Bloss, and today I'm going to be discussing animal testing within the medical and cosmetic industry. So what I did was I went through a few articles to figure out the facts about animal testing and kind of why people are so stuck to one side, if they approve of it or if they think it's wrong. So one of the articles, Satura, states that FDA mandates that drugs under development go through a preclinical testing phase that includes animal testing. And unfortunately, animals and humans differ greatly biologically. So a lot of the articles discuss the fact that animals and humans are so biologically different that a lot of people don't understand why someone is going to be testing on an animal if the medicine's for a human. So she also states that many drugs are safe for animals but not safe for humans. So I know that in one of the articles I found out that arsenic can actually kill a human, but a sheep could live a very long life if they consumed arsenic. So these tests are being found unreliable, and they're going to be tests that have to be done over and over again. So Satura also mentions that every year thousands of people are hurt or killed as a result of using prescription drugs approved by the FDA. So a lot of these drugs, almost all drugs, are FDA mandated to go through the testing, but so many of those tests are unreliable that a lot of the articles were saying how it was kind of a waste of time and money, but also it's their way of testing drugs. It's kind of just what goes on. So Satura also states that 90% of drugs that pass the animal testing stage are immediately discarded because they are useless or harmful to humans. So that's saying that most of them are useless. So these animals are being tested, and it's stated that a lot of tests contain more than one animal because they want to see if it does something different to a different animal. So these tests are being done on multiple animals at a time, but then not being used for actual science experiments because the tests didn't work. So moving on to the next article, Gregory Moan states that reliance on animal testing, according to several experts, has actually hindered the evaluation of chemicals and ingredients inside and outside the cosmetic industry. So he's saying that the animal testing isn't really working as well as people think it does, or the FDA apparently finds the need to make every drug go through this testing phase, yet it's unreliable. But I guess that's just how it works. And then moving on to the next statement. So Gregory Moon also stated that animal-based tests take too long and are too expensive. They say often requiring several years and millions of dollars or more to carry out. So not only are these tests being unreliable, being harmful to humans and harmful to animals, they're also such a prolonged experiment. They take several years. They take millions of dollars to perform a test that isn't going to probably be used. And scientists have been working for new methods that exclude animals. So they're trying to find ways to make animals not have to go through the testing anymore, and hopefully with all the newer technology they can find ways that these tests will be more reliable and less harmful to animals. So Gregory Moan also states last year a long-planned European Union on using animals to test the safety of cosmetic ingredients went into effect. So in Europe, they made a ban against animal testing, and I think that maybe some more countries would follow. I'm not sure, but I think that was a decision that they obviously felt very strong on. So as you can see, other countries see a problem and are making a change to better the animals, but that doesn't say much for what we're gonna do. So continuing with the new and less harmful methods, Gregory also mentions in vitro and in silico testing will play a much larger part in how we assess chemicals in the future. So they are looking for newer, better ways that exclude animals and are hopefully more reliable. So on the other side of this everlasting battle, Elsevier Health Science mentions that it cannot be stressed enough that animal studies have led to the production of drugs that have affected the epidemiology of animal pathology, contributing to prolonging life. So in regards to that, these tests have actually been performed for years, and they have been helpful and also harmful. So that's why there's so many standpoints on this subject. Is there's so many pros and so many cons. It's just where if it's just really based on if people feel the need to be upset that these animals are being harmed or that they're not really worried about it. So, but Elsevier Health Science also states that studies need to be intensified and techniques developed to improve and reduce the use of animals following the 3R rule. So the 3R rule is replace, reduce, and refine. So they're just trying to find ways to make it so animals aren't being harmed as much, and these tests will become so much more reliable. So with all of that being said, in conclusion, these articles helped show the facts of animal testing and how these medications and cosmetic products are not being tested safely. So many people don't even know if these medical ingredients and chemicals are even safe for them if they're not safe for an animal. So with everything being said, I wanted to thank everybody for watching this, and let me know how you feel about animal testing, because it is such a controversial subject that I wonder where everybody else stands on it. So thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to watching all of your videos. Thank you.